Come on, everybody key TGIF inside the comment box right now. I want to see the live. Is it moving now? All right, guys, let's do that. TGIF, okay? All right, today is Friday. Yay, my favorite day. You know why? Because this is the day whereby I can really relax. Not today, like tomorrow and relax, but you know, I can really don't see the market on Saturday and Sunday, then I can sleep properly. All right, that is my favorite thing to do right now. Okay, guys, thank you once again for waiting for me today. All right, it's really incredible time. All right, this is like really crazy, but you know, commitment is there. You can see that. So today is quadruple witching day, right? You must be careful, okay? Careful. Why careful? Because today there is a massive one, $2.2 trillion option expiring at the same time. Now, of course, the thing is this, is it because that is the reason why Jerome Powell and friends are trying to do a lot of pushing up on the overnight repo operation? Well, we will see it later on. I'll share this with you, okay? So disclaimer as usual. All right, guys. So continue. Now today, later on, that we will see the triple witching, right? It will be on a stock option, stock index option, stocks index futures, and single stock future, right? 4 different markets, okay? So this is going to be a very exciting time. All right, but the last few times the quadruple witching came and gone, didn't have much impact. So kind of like people a bit of so-called a little bit like, you know, complacent. All right, so hopefully this is not going to be a problem. So traders, you need to be very, very careful on this. Okay. Now this is a very cute cartoon where I swear I saw Bigfoot. All right, from a guy, and U.S. Federal Reserve, in a way, I swear I saw deflation. Okay. So the thing is this, there's some going right rumors and say that, right, maybe the Federal is seeing deflation and not inflation. I think that you must be really blind to tell me deflation. Now, this was what I'll tell you in my Facebook, right? I saw this very interesting article, so I'm bringing it to you. You see this. Woman disappointed after driving all the way from Ang Mo Kio for $5 chicken rice at Maxwell. Now, my point is this, from Ang Mo Kio to Maxwell, very far, man. Okay, second thing is that, right, I mean, seriously, she going for Maxwell Food Center, I'm sure she buy the one from the TT, right? You know which brand is that, right? And that brand is very known to be, right, they give you very little, all right? And what do you expect? And even let's say it's from not a famous store, $5 nowadays, really, seriously, if you think a chicken rice, $5 is a little, try duck rice, it's even crazier. Oh my goodness, just a few couple of slices and that's it, right? Guys, this is really, sometime in life, you really cannot imagine that. People are getting so, they forgot that things have changed, the prices have increased, everything have increased. So that's why I laugh, all right? I said, I heard that she's expecting half a chicken. Anyway, all right, guys, this is every day I will do this, be a successful trader, all right? A successful TWB trader. Now, this is at Sakota. How many of you know who is at Sakota? Can you let me know? If you know, just say, I know. All right, anyone know who is at Sakota? All right, let me hear you guys. Give me your reply in the group chat, okay? Come here, you all know at Sakota? How many of you? No, you all don't know at Sakota? Okay, all right, at Sakota, don't know. Okay, yeah, indeed, for y'all not to know him is understandable, but if you actually read through the, this market wizard, right, you actually read about him. Now, actually, this person, I was actually on the phone with him once, okay? Because I wanted to invite him down to Singapore to be one of the key key speaker for a big event. All right, I'll talk about this more, tomorrow during the 19th of June event. But he is a very nice guy. He loves his wife a lot, and mainly is this the time I remember he tell me that, right, he can come to Singapore to talk, but he must get first class everything, even hotel, business flight, everything must be first class. Okay. But why is that so? Because he is a mathematician wizard. Okay, he basically just pump in, just do his computer. We're talking about 20 years ago, and he already have his computer already there, and just send the codes to his broker to execute, and he go for fishing. Yes, and you go for fishing. That's it, every day like that. Okay, all right. So his point is this: if you can't take small loss sooner or later, you will take the mother of all losses. I think it's a very big, important thing, all right? Most of our time in trading, we allow our so-called losses to open up bigger because we think that our account can handle it. But you realize that, right, this small account will grow to a big losses later, and that's where you cannot handle and things go all wrong, right? So this is the guy. So I will cover more of him, the new next tutor of MAO, because I think that he has a lot of great stuff to share. Okay, this is ex-Dakota. If you want, just basically, read up on him, right? He's a very, very talented trader. All right, so what the reason to stay bullish for now? Let's take a look now. First of all, you can see that we have the dollar coming down, we have the yield coming down, we have the gold coming down, but look at the S&P 500, oh my God, it's on its way up. So this tells you that, right, the market doesn't really care what's happening right now, and it's very clear that there's a lot of manipulation. So I kind of realized that maybe the stock market is going up because they are trying to, prepare themselves for this coming option expiration, right? Because usually they want to expire it, right? So probably they want to make sure the price stay high so that they can make money out of it. So you can see very clearly now that the NASDAQ was a major winner yesterday. So I told you guys, tech shares, right, it's supposed to come down because of the inflation problem and the yields issue and the interest rate issue. But of course, the market decided that, they want to do more than that. So you had to follow rules. If the rules say buy, just have to buy. So even though fundamentally it shouldn't be favorable to these NASDAQ counters, but that is how things work. And of course, the market rotated again to the growth stock. So they're going to buy counters that have no much fundamental, but and value. They go for something that they see potential growth from there. And of course, the most shorter stocks, you can see very clearly, they are being pumped up yesterday. So that means that there is a lot of manipulation ahead of this quadruple reaching. So today, definitely, we're going to see some movement, all right? And I mentioned to you the yields. Look at the yields. Oh my God. Look at the yields. They just slammed down, all right? Came down all the way. Why? I told you, likely the Federal Reserve will continue to do the bonds buying. And of course, the bond price goes up, the yields come down. So it's very clear. That is the reason why the stock market yesterday recovers, because again, money has just went in to save the market, all right? So as usual, when you see the yields coming down like this, there's money coming in the market, in the bond side. So that's why stock market, maybe one, maybe three of them will all go up. See, really, really happen. So you need to just see all this to help you in trading so that you get this little competitive edge itself, right? Don't you agree? And of course, the 10-year yields, look at it, my God. Now, yesterday, so the day before, we have the FOMC meeting, right? So the yield shoot up. And I told you guys that it should be pulled back soon. And indeed, it really pulled back. Remember? Right? Remember that? Those who remember that I told you the yield will pull back, please key the word REM, all right? Key the word REM. If you remember that I said this to you, that there will be the yield will pull back. All right, by the way, do me a favor. Can you like my sharing right now? I only got 4 likes. So sad. Okay, there's 38 of you. Come on, man. Move your mouse. Just love and like me, or give me a bit of hug. Also good. A care hug. Okay. So only Anthony remember. Only Anthony remember that I say what there's. Okay lah. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Thank you. 谢谢. Okay. All right. So the thing is this, commodity prices have came off from the month start. It was so bullish. Then suddenly U-turn right now. This is where I'll tell you this, okay? Either that the economy is not doing very well, that's why commodity prices coming down, or the Federal Reserve have pumped in money to basically lower down the cost. So that's why I suspect that, right? July numbers will be better than the so-called July month, it's about June PPI, CPI. I suspect that will basically, or this movement now, it will bring down the PPI and CPI figures, and that will probably push the market up again, because they'll tell you that, hey, no inflation, stuff like that. This is what I feel. So mark my word, when the next month, PPI and CPI, right, we will likely see this. Thank you, Fred and Anthony. All right. So you can see now copper is basically got hit. This corn got hit, and of course, soybean also got hit. All right, so 3 of them all came down at the same time. Of course, that's one other thing, but of course, we also saw the crude oil price also coming down. All right, so take note of that. Tomorrow is going to be very exciting, because now more than 320 people have already signed up for the event. Yay! Okay, so now you can see that the content itself is really very impactful stuff, okay? These are things that you don't want, you won't get to hear from the mainstream media, like Endgame, my God, Endgame, okay? And how bad it is. This is going to be great stuff, okay? All right, so Fred says that the risk now is more like stagflation. Indeed, that is one of the things here. So today is Friday, and I did say before, I will do this, play a video every Monday and Friday, and also tomorrow is the day, so I'll play it right now. Okay, so guys, tomorrow, right, the public members will come in at 10:45. You come in at 10:30 a.m., okay? We open the door, the Zoom door at 10:30 a.m. Quickly come in ASAP. So that, right, you guys get a seat, all right? So that you won't be at outside, all right? So go, come in early, 10:30 a.m. Open up the Zoom, stand by for us, 11 a.m. sharp, we will start. Now, this is going to be a 2-hour session. A lot of stuff going to be given. Of course, we're going to give you a lucky draw on that day too. So guys, don't miss this, okay? Oops, okay. Now, in the second half of MAO today, I'll talk about the option market and what the options are saying. And obviously, I'll share with you my KFC chart, okay, guys? Really, you would like to know the turning point date and what to expect from the market, okay? All right, so now before we go to all this itself, right, Susan Go Live have already got many positive feedback. All right, she's doing very well and the numbers increasing. Now we have 181 members already. Started with 160, now 181 members. And of course, look at her, she's very accurate. All right, I did do a mathematics on her calls. All right, the last 3 days, she's clocked in about 70% accuracy. 70%, that's very high for live trading, okay? So she will give very distinctive call. She'll tell you what to do, and you can tell you that, right, to book profit. Hey, she is very good, okay? So guys, if you're still procrastinating, come on, if you are already an active subscriber, this is your entitlement. Just contact Susan to bring you in, you'll be there, all right? So cool, huh? Okay. Now, the local news first, okay? So we have 17 to 20 people now having this new COVID-19 issue, and apparently, right, there are still many unlinked cases. Of course, we're having this 21st of June, we're supposed to have this reopening to one more phase, right? So I really hope that it stays. All right, if not, then too bad, we have to say about Stapao, no choice. Okay, but of course, now the talk in town is about this China Sinovac vaccine, which is now, this is from Straits Times, by the way, found highly effective in the real world. Wow, okay, that's why a lot of people yesterday go around to clinic and ask for this vaccine in a way. So this is really crazy. I mean, think about this. Just weeks ago, you know, when this Sinovac was around, people say, no way. You know, everybody going for it. You see, that is the power of media. It's how they say, how they cover, then obviously things can really change around, all right? Now, even you're a billionaire, you will still get hit. Okay, look at it. My God, Mark Cuban, all right, he basically got hit, okay, by this crypto coin called Titan, all right? So he lost quite a bit of money. According to some sources, he said that he lost nearly $2 billion. Not too sure, but apparently that is what happened. So it's a iron titanium token, or Titan in short, okay, part of this iron finance, and obviously something went very wrong. And look at it, oh my God, look at it. It was climbing very nicely all the way, and suddenly, bang, wow, zero. Oh my goodness. Okay, so is he part of it, or is it really he's got hit? We all know, right? But then this is also the reason why we tell you stick with the main coins and not to go to something else, because you really don't know what they are involved in, and they can be very easily get hurt by this. Okay, so guys, take note. All right, so for today, there is no data. There's no data, so just move on. Let's look at the Dow Jones now. The Dow Jones was flat down first, then after that there was some recovery. So let's see what happened, all right? So basically, is that the NASDAQ is up, but the Dow Jones is down because they are still concerned on commodity prices, concerned about the dollar, concerned about the crude oil prices, and also concerned about the Federal Reserve, okay? And of course, now the potential, this is a shift from dovish to hawkish. So now traders are getting a bit worried. And more important thing is that yesterday, the initial jobless claim, all right, came out 412, an increment of 37,000 as compared to the 360,000 that was estimated. All right, so that is another reason for the market to kick down. But I don't see much news coverage. So overall now, the NASDAQ is the one that everybody looking at, while the rest people are just being very worried. So let's go through the Dow Jones recap. So the opening price was here yesterday, right? And we tell about this. The KSI was red, and it was a KSI jump, all right? Double the size, okay? So I mean, it's low by twice, lower down. So what happened is that the market did went up first initially, but because KSI is green, so KTR +1 will be likely the target you should go, or even to the most +3. But when it comes down, right, if it goes below OP, it's a sell. And you know that obviously if it's KSI is red and the market goes below OP, going down to KTR -1 is very easy. You can go up to KTR -3. Then of course, if the market break below P2, there's only one thing to do, CCYR, sell the Dow, all right? So this is something that you can write all this before the trading day start. That's why Sister Cynthia take the extra effort to write down all whatever I say in MAO and give it to you guys. And this is something that you must do, guys. If you listen to me in MAO, not only just listen, it will be a good idea to write down and then focus and follow through, all right? So think about this, try it out, okay? All right, so what you see really, really manifested. Now, crazy again, all right? We just see how we work, right? See what happened, guys? Take a look. The market, the Dow opened first and came down to KTR -1. So really, it happens. And then after that, you notice that it got supported by the KTR. It travels back up slowly, slowly, slowly. And then when it goes above OP, it will go to KTR +1, which really happened. But my God, look at it. My God, look at the high. The high is exactly the same level that we predicted based on the indicator. So which means that every morning, the 7 numbers, OP, 3 KTRs up, 3 KTRs down, and the pivot to total. The 9 numbers, the 9 numbers you can put on your screen, and you realize that, right, eventually one of them will be triggered perfectly. Don't you see that? And this is not the first time we have been seeing this. Oh my God. And of course, what is this? What is this guy? Can you tell me? What is this? What is this? What is this guy? Tell me, write down. I want to hear you guys participating. What is this thing here? What bar is this? What bar is this? Okay, all right. This is the, no one. Yay, this is the BNB. Thank you, Vincent Anthony. This is the BNB. Now, I already tell you the rule is this. Whenever you see color change followed by BNB that triggers around it, the probability of making money is absolutely high. Oh my God. So what you see right now, guys, the market really goes below the OP, triggered a CCYR, and the market sells. And the best part is it really comes down all the way to almost KTR -3, almost there, okay, before it rebounded, all right, towards the closing. But what you see, the drawing that we have, all of them make sense. And look at it again. Now, later on, you see the gold, you'll be stunned, okay? You will know that, oh my God, it's almost identical, okay? All right, because I do MAO already earlier, so I would know the answer. Okay, all right. Okay, so hold on a minute. Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay, my son calling for now. Okay, all right. So yeah, because I'm supposed to have a little conference chat with my son now, because I thought that the MAO already done already, but too bad. So no choice. So sorry for that. Okay. All for y'all. Okay. All right. So let me just do a quick one on the market right now. Okay. Now, of course, half of the day have went, so probably the MAO impact for today a bit off, but doesn't matter. Now for the Dow today, the MLP is at 33,895. So as long as the market doesn't cross the MLP, let me just get my things up. Okay, all right, this is the MLP at 33,895. As long as market doesn't go past there, the selling will still be there. And I still believe that the selling will likely bring the market down to somewhere around here. And that will be 33,578, because that will be the PTP. We know what is this figure around here. All right, somewhere around here, not exactly. All right. Of course, the number to watch out for is still the 5% marker, which is 33,338. Okay, this will be the all-time level that I'm watching very, very closely. Okay, because you can see that the RSI now is near the lower end. So if the market do pull back to a certain level, it'll be a good time to look out for potential rebound. Okay, potential rebound. On the weekly chart, right, that's why you can see I told you guys about the short-term trend line and the long-term trend line. And obviously it went below it. That's why you see there's some selling right now in the market. And again, this is the point that I'm looking at. This is the beautiful BNB weekly chart. So that means that this is the SL point, and that's 33,283. So it's just slightly below the 33,338. Okay, gosh. Okay, so it's very nearby, right? So that is where the point is this. The market really has to come down, and it may be stabilizing around here before it goes up. So this should be the plan. But if the market go crazy, if the market really go crazy and goes below it, oh my God, then we're talking about this entire region. All right, this entire region. Okay, sorry, I draw over here. Entire region, right, to be coming down. Wow. If that really happened, right, that is a pretty steep one, right, which I covered yesterday. I'll do that again. It will be about basically 1,800 points, okay? 1,800 points. So 1,800 points, wow, that's a lot of money. If the market really comes down, then of course, traders, you can take full advantage of this and make hell of money, all right? So take note of that, okay? I'm sharing with you, this is the very important stuff right here, okay? So then we talk about the NASDAQ right now. The NASDAQ today has created a new all-time high level. The S&P 500 also firming above the MA30. So for NASDAQ and the S&P are still very firm, right? For the Dow Jones itself, right, it's actually below the MA30. So that's why the selling pressure is totally different. All right, let's look at Hong Kong today. Hong Kong today gap up, and it went to test the MA beautifully, the 28777, and then now it's coming back off a little bit. China A50 is terrible. Today it's an engulfing pattern. All right, it's engulfed the entire white candle. But the crazy part is this, you realize that China is doing bad, but Hong Kong is okay. Why is that so? Because the NASDAQ itself is doing fine. I told you before, NASDAQ has a very strong influence into Hong Kong shares. Okay, so if NASDAQ is fine, basically all is good. So you can see that if you tell me, Cal, by seeing A50 and not trade Hong Kong, you notice that today is a bad day for you. Okay, it's a very bad day for you to do that. Okay, all right, for DAX today. Now, DAX today, we have MLP at 15,702. I kind of expect the market to test the all-time high again because of the NASDAQ. But once the DAX go to the all-time high, I figured that there will be some profit taking. So, Uncle Arun, if you're still here hearing me, do note, I suspect this may happen, okay? All right, it will be a touch and go for the DAX. Okay. All right. Then moving forward, we have the Nikkei. Now Nikkei is almost ending soon, so not much to share about. But you can see that Nikkei has really reverse bias, and you can see the Nikkei, it basically opens here, right? Purposely touch the MLP, couldn't stay up. Now it's down. Okay. So that is selling, and if Nikkei do sell down, I kind of suspect that later on Hong Kong may also profit take. Now, Nikkei has a MA30, which yesterday beautifully, it touches MA30 and rebounded. You can see that the last time it happened also, and that's why the MA30 is so powerful, okay? So the MA30 for Nikkei is at 28,900 level for today. So we are now about 80 points away. So maybe those people who want to buy bottom, watch out for this. Now, do understand this, when you say buy bottom, the market must hit that point first, then stabilize and recover, then you can buy. Not say you put a buy limit order and leave it there. put a buy limit order and leave it there is very dangerous. It's like catching a falling knife and expecting to hop after that. It's dangerous. Technical point is what we meant is that it hit that point first, then does it stabilize there and does it recover? If it does, then you can buy. If it doesn't, you put a buy limit order there just before it trades. Is very dangerous unless you know that that level break ready will still go up. Okay, then nothing to say. Okay, that's very different thing altogether. All right. Okay, so I covered the Nikkei. So let's look at the market as a whole right now. Okay, so let's cover the Dow Jones for today. First, the Dow Jones today, the opening price is between the pivot 1 and pivot 2, but the KSI is red, so I can be upfront tell you this. This is what I'll tell you. All right, if the Dow Jones do go above pivot 1, okay, then CCRY you can buy. But because the KSI is green, KSI is red, so KTR plus 1 is the most, I think so. If it really goes up, then maximum KTR plus 3, understand? But if the market goes below OP later, I suspect that easily CCYR is a sell and easily KTR minus 1 should be triggered. So for those traders who want to sell the Dow Jones later, make sure that it's below OP, make sure you see CCYR, make sure you take profit at KTR minus 1. Okay, that is my tip of the day for you, right? Because now half the day has went, so I can show you now the 15-minute chart. You can see right here, the market really went up, but it can't even go to KTR plus 1. See, so far away. And now it's already restricted by the pivot 1. But this trade don't have BNB, or actually have. The BNB is actually hidden here. Can you see that? This is a BNB, and now this is a CCYR, right? So by logic, you can actually short the market right now to aim for this. You can now short the Dow Jones right now. Okay, all right. Later on, if it goes below OP, and then go towards KTR minus 1, and that's 33,684. Okay, all right, but of course it's still early. The GMT, the GTH hours still got a few more hours to go, so maybe wait for a while, let it slide a little bit. Maybe you just bounce around here, and then later on, who knows, then this is the movement. Okay, so this is what I kind of suspect lah. If let's say the market can't stay above pivot 1 and go below OP, and then you can aim for the KTR minus 1 for the minimum profit. Okay, all right. So that is the Dow Jones. Then we have the NASDAQ. NASDAQ today is actually also the same thing between the two pivots, but KSI is green, so it's more towards the upside. S&P 500, wow, opening price already above pivot 1, right? So by right, above OP, CCRY can buy, but still a bit early, yeah? So don't need to jump in right now. Okay, so I cover for you all this. Let's look at Hong Kong right now for today. Hong Kong today, very clear cut. It's above OP, above pivot 1. So CCRY is a buy. But because the KSI is green, is red in color, sorry. So therefore, you can only go for KTR plus 1 to maximum plus 3, right? So let's see Hang Seng. So Hang Seng this morning, the moment it opened, straight away a BNB start the board and he went all the way up. No color change given at all. So no chance. And after that, now already hitting the common time for rest. It's already lunchtime. So you'll be sideways. So yes, this you can see again, the BNB will always be around when you want to do big movement. You see that? Whenever you see big BNB, right, definitely there'll be big movement coming in. All right, so that is what we are seeing for time for all the indices. Let's look at the gold market. Now, gold yesterday go down all the way. Now, how many of you made money from gold? If you have made money from gold, please key the word made money from gold. All right, made money from gold. Please key that right now. Now, yesterday, of course, we did make some money from gold. I already tell you guys, gold will go down lower. And indeed, it really happened. And I even give a specific number. This number is 1878. Those with PTP, you know what's the number. And indeed, gold really goes down all the way. All right. So only Allison made money from gold. How about the rest? Okay, Joseph also made money from gold. Excellent. How about the rest? It's 45 of y'all. All right, we are like half crowd today because of the timing, but an apology for that. All right, so what you see right now? Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so Anthony also made money. Richard Yo also made money. Fantastic. So now the news is that because the dollar is now in play, so they say the gold will go lower. So see, last week they tell you that the gold is going to go up, and tell you this, tell you that. Then of course people go in and they got hit, right? So why didn't we got hit? Because we know what will likely happen, guys. Take a look. You see, the thing is this, just from here alone, when the KSI was green in color, the market went up. Can you see that? But once the KSI flipped to red, we know that the seller have came in. So during this period of time, right, you can see that everybody was calling for buy. And when on this particular day, especially, they tell you that, right, this day is a very important day. This is a reverse hammer. It's a buy and yada, yada, yada. I told you guys to be very careful because our KSI is actually red in color. And of course, when the next day CCYR happened, and the market breaks below the new cage support level, we know that it will come down. And because we have all the different KCB level, right? So all the KCB level was all triggered beautifully, all right? So that's what happened yesterday. And of course, yesterday, like this is the opening price. By right, gold will go up first because it's above OP, above pivot 1. But because the KSI is red in color, so we're looking at KTR +1 usually the most. And if the market goes back down and it goes below OP, below pivot 2, pivot 1, it will sell. And if you sell, because KSI is red, you should be looking for KTR -1 to -3 easily. So the best trade will be OP to -1 because the probability of it trading there or hitting there is extremely high. So that is how you utilize the system. And of course, did it really happen? Oh my God, look at it. The insane part is it really, really did it. It went up past the KTR +1. So all were good. So you buy on CCRY, you make some money based on X theory, right? Then after that, when the gold start to come down, look at it. Once it goes below OP, it tried to reject, but then the bar was red in color. So that's why you cannot buy. And of course, the moment it comes down, now look at the yellow bar. Can you tell me this yellow bar itself? What is this yellow bar? Right, based on TWB system, right, this yellow bar, how do we classify it? Or what do we classify it? Can you tell me? Right, tell me, write it down. Hello, Angela, good to see you. Yes, it is a BMB, and you heard me say something I told you, right? If you see a BMB, okay, that trigger something, all right, that trigger something, and it comes with a color change. Oh my God, you really have to trade. And look at it, it's a CCYR with a BMB triggering the pivot 1, okay? And obviously, it's all right, the bar is small, it doesn't matter. BMB don't need to be a big bar. BMB is big movement bar. I didn't say it must be a big bar, okay? So what happened? Oh my God, and yes indeed, Eric plus is a single yellow. Yes indeed, Richard. Straight away, go, wow, look at it, guys. This is what you want something from this, okay? Then after that, it's all right. If you notice this is also a BMB, which some of y'all saw it, right? And because the market selling pressure is so strong, it goes down again. Oh my God, look at it. So insane, all right? So don't you realize that this BMB is very powerful? As long as you happen to see them, please be around, all right? The formula is this, BMB with a trigger with color change, usually, all right, it's our BTCC or BCCT, okay? All right, okay, so this is really incredible. All right, so let's look at gold now. This is the gold chart first. Let's look at the gold long-term chart. Now, gold now today, this morning is trading higher. It's now up because I did tell you, right, the RSI yesterday already went below 33. So today we do expect a technical rebound. Today, the opening price, all right, once it opens, straight away the gold jump out already and buy up. So this is what I call a technical rebound. But because now the market is still very far away from the MA 200, in fact, so I kind of suspect that the gold, if there's going to be any more selling, which I suspect it will, right, then we're going to see gold coming down to 1761 level, okay? Now, if gold go down to 1761, that is a very good level because the last time we see this, the gold actually do an instrumental buy up. But of course, if it breaks below it, then of course the market goes back down to the 1688 level. Wow, our cost fee price. All right, so today, if gold stays up, okay, we should see some reprieve, maybe go back to 1790, roughly there. But if gold stays down, then 1761 will be the first support that I think the market will hold there. I don't think you go to 1688. I don't think so, unless drastically something happened. MLP for today is about 1793. I think that will be the high side for today. If gold is to go up, right, maybe 1793, that will be the level. Okay. All right, weekly chart is terrible. It's very bad. And of course, remember, I told you how the BNB works, right? So remember this is the BNB of the weekly chart. So, right, the range is still, right, remember, is $60, correct? So when I told you before, I tell you, right, if the gold go down, it will go down by another $60. So 1856 minus $60 will be 1796. And the gold come down, 1796, really, it really came in. 1744. Okay. Coming there, Andrew. Wait, my kanchong. All right, 1744. Indeed, coming there very soon. Okay. Remind me if I forget, but no, it's inside the slides, so don't worry. Okay. So already done deal already. That means the BNB is done its job, right? So that's why we may see some intermittent recovery. Okay. Now silver has dropped down way below my target. I expected it to go below MA 200. It did went below and closed below. Now it's kind of resisted there. So if you cannot stay above the MA 200, I believe that you had to come down all the way to 25.36. Now this price I like, you know why? $25.36 is somewhere in the middle of the time when silver went up to $50. Okay, so this price at $25 is like if you buy silver right now, if it really goes up, it's double. So the ROI is worth it. So silver is, to me, is worthy for a buy. Okay, so silver, watch out for that. Hey, good morning to you, Kai. So you are now in time for MAO, all right? Okay, all right. So that is silver for you. So let's see gold now. Gold first, the day chart. Now today, gold very clear. Today, you have to trust what you are seeing. Gold today, the opening price is actually above the pivot 1. So above OP, above pivot 1, no matter how CCRY can buy. The only thing is KSI is red. So if you hit KTR plus 1, do take profit until KTR plus 3. So the thing is, are we seeing it right now? Let's take a look. Well, this is gold, and now you're seeing this. Beautiful, right? There is one CCRY earlier, and if you do CCRY buy, you buy it, and you can aim for KTR plus 1, which the market gives you nicely. Now it's trying its best to go for KTR plus 2, all right, pushing up because today is still above OP, is still above pivot 1, so therefore the buying interest is still there. And of course, I did tell you on the day chart, the RSI is at 33 and lesser, so both conventional trading will come in to buy. So today, how high can gold go? Well, if gold goes higher, we can go to 1786, and of course, the next level 1794. All right. So those who have bought gold with us yesterday, let me just bring it to you live. Okay, go on a minute. Now, yesterday, remember, we have the gold price. We told you about it. Okay, yesterday. All right, we have this price that we tell you, and of course, you see, using the system, the gold price really gave us a buying signal, and of course, gold really went up. So that's why our version 3.9 is so powerful. It gave a level, and of course, traders just need to follow through and make money out of that. Okay. All right, so today's goal, I already tell you what to do, so we will see how it goes. Now, one more thing will be crude oil today, crude oil. Okay, crude oil now has came out from the high. I suspect that you go to the MA 30, and that will be 68.79 level. I suspect that you will go there, okay? So if crude oil comes down to this point here, 68.79, that will be a good level to watch because the last time we see it got supported, right? Only if it close below, then the selling will come in. If not, most of the time it hits the MA 30, it usually will rebound. So 68.79, watch this level very closely, okay? All right. Okay, with that itself, right, we have covered all the indices, we covered all the index. Okay, so we're going to go into the segment where the alternate market views. All right, so guys, if you are interested to hold on and listen, all right, just give me 15 seconds. I go get some water first. Okay. Okay, guys, let's continue, right? Now, look at the overnight Repor operation, reverse Repor operation. Oh my goodness, 755 billion. I think there's some typo here. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Okay, here we go. All right, $755 billion. Oh my goodness, okay, from 68 counterparties. Oh my God, okay. It's a new tsunami of new reserve parked at the Federal, as a total was a massive, okay, 235 billion more compared to yesterday. Wow, my goodness. So I'm just wondering upfront now, is it because that they know that the option is going to expire today and they can stand by a lot of liquidity to make sure that everything looks protected, all right? It seems to be doing that, right? Don't you agree? So crazy numbers, okay? It's really crazy numbers. And I tell you this, when you see crazy number like this, you need to be very careful. And this Bank of America global research tell you already very clearly the sticky inflation measures, the wages, the long run inflation expectation, all these, all these are very concerning factor, and they believe that this transitory inflation is going to stay for a while. So that's why they believe that this is going to be a big problem, and this is the reason why probably they are now buying into the bonds, because they do expect interest rate to hike in a matter of months to come. All right. Now you can see over here the dollar index really shoot up. All right. So compared to the last few months where the dollar index keep on coming down. Right. I told you guys back then in about this 20th of May onwards, I tell you guys dollar is a buy soon. And of course, a lot of time people just laugh. But now I think this is served cold very nicely. Okay. So guys, this is whereby as a trader, you need to plan your trades, prepare yourself. And then when the market really stabilizes, you know that is your point and you go. That's why we've been shorting the pound, we shorted the euro, we bought the dollar yen. All this is part of the game plan because we can see the dollar was actually firming. And of course, truth be told, we profit from there. Okay. Now remember this chart, remember this one? Anybody remember this particular chart? I told you that time about the chart, remember? I told you, right, the gold was going upwards, but the yield was coming down. And I did tell you guys that the difference between them is so far. All right, likely we will see the gold coming down to meet the real yield inverted real yield. Remember this? Those who remember this chart, right? Can you key the word REM? All right, I want to see how many of you remember this chart. This chart I show you, like I think about 1 week ago. Yeah, 1 week ago, right? I show you this chart. The gold was up and the 10-year real yield inverted was down. And I told you guys that gold price will most likely go down to meet the real yield. Do you remember that? Yes, of course. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Fred. Remember Carl. So you see, that's the reason why our morning MAO, right? If you really can pick up all these little gems, right? It's such worth it. And of course, that is also the reason why I was so bearish in the market. So conventionally, people tell you that it's a buy and stuff like that, you know. I tell you this, follow the chart. The TWB chart already tells us the KSI is red and the market is selling. And of course, with this type of chart, extra chart, you don't see in the mainstream media. I'm very sure the mainstream media will not cover this. And of course, we have profited of it. Congratulations. Huh? Right, don't worry. There's a question on KFC. I know it's coming. The last slide of today. The very last slide. Okay, all right. So don't worry. I remember that. Thank you, Allison, for the reminder. All right. Now, look at this. This is the thing that I get very, very worried for all of us. The bank shares have been coming down, all right? And they really came down because the yield curve collapsed. So the yield is coming down, that's why the bank is coming down. But the thing is, this is still 1.5. If you just think back for a moment, right? The yields were actually 1.0. Okay, 1.0, and it went to 1.5, so it's still overall okay, right? But it's not that, so something is actually very wrong. Let me show you live right now, and you understand me very well. Okay, just give me a short moment, let me show you right now. Yeah, hold on. Okay, everybody take a look at the chart right now. You see, this is the, I'm gonna put the day chart first. Okay, so this is gonna be Bank of America, BAC. All right, look at it. Bank of America chart, look at it. It's coming down, okay? It's coming down. Then look at Chartered. Oh my God, Chartered is even worse, okay? Then look at this Goldman Sachs. Oh my God, it's coming down, okay? And JP Morgan. Oh my goodness, look at it. And we have, okay, that's all. Okay, look at all the banks. They're all coming down. And the thing is this, I mean, the yields are off. We understand, but that doesn't warrant them to sell, right? So what I'm trying to say is this, I find that something very dubious here. And I told you guys before, right? After commodity run finish, if the market is going to go cyclical form, then the next one will be back to financial. Financial will be going up, but the financials are actually coming down. So that is where my concerning factor is. If that is the case, right, we may really see a peak already. So the market might be coming down. So based on the chart, the BNB chart I showed you earlier, right, we may really have to drop by 1,800 points for the thing to bottom out. But don't forget, my point is this, if the market do come down, let's say for the magnitude of 8% from the high, which I told you guys, right, the Dow Jones high was 35,092, multiplied by 8%, right? I told you guys, the Dow Jones may have to come down to this point here, around 32,284 level, okay? Can you see it on the screen? Not too sure you can see it. Okay, anyway, I think you got the idea. Okay, so let's take the highest point multiplied by 0.92, you get 8%. Okay, so I am very cautioned. I think that this is very dangerous. And now this is the 2.2 trillion options. Okay, remember, today is a massive quadruple expiration. Okay, so look at it. Today, for that side itself, is 1.8 trillion. Then you can see all of them, in short, if you add them all together, it's 2.2 trillion. And of course, you can also see that on the SPXY side, right, the put is actually heavier than the call. So it's quite interesting, actually. All right, you can see the put all is much higher than the call. All right, so now we can see on this one is the Goldman side. Okay, this is the OPEX side account. Okay, so what happened with the stock at all-time high? It's expected that most of the June open interest is below the current SPX spot price. But as you see below now, the dual peaks is at 3,900 to 4,150. This means that after Friday, which is today, there may be a certain anti-gravity around those spots until the gamma is refilled. So very cheap stuff, right? In short, they're trying to tell you that, okay, now you can see the put and the call, there's a big difference over there. A lot of people are very complacent in the market. They expect it to go higher, but if the market do pull back, it's kind of expected to 3,900 to 4,100. Now, the current price of S&P is 42. So that means that the S&P current spot now is kind of above the expectation. So a pullback to 3,900 to 4,150 is actually very possible. And of course, the sharp change in the SG momentum index, again, you don't find it in the mainstream media. I'm very sure of that. It says that, right, that actually the support is around 4,160 because that is where the market have this massive open interest, okay? And of course, the one that really has a massive is started from 4,000. So currently now the S&P 500 is at 4,200, right? So 200 points difference right now. Let's say 200 points. And 1 point of S&P is about 8.5 of the Dow Jones. If you do the mathematical calculation, you come out this figure now. Look at it. you get out the same figure, 1,700. So I told you, right, the BNB structure says that the Dow may come down by 1,008. And now mathematically on option side, if it goes down, it may come down by 1,700 points. It's so identical. So that means that, right, if the Dow Jones do really pull back, right, 1,800 points is something that probably everybody seems to be expecting. And this is actually very scary. Okay, why? Because we're going to go into the final chart of the day. Yay, the KFC. Okay, now, okay, first of all, it's not Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's for sure. Okay, we have this naming competition now, but until now, basically the team is pretty split with the names. So I'm going to go with my original first until we have another round of selection. Right, Cal Flip Cycle. Okay, flip cycle doesn't mean that you must turn down or turn up. Okay? It means that, right, once you hit this particular date, the market will do a flip, either to flip higher or flip lower. Okay, so you see, of course, you may say that, then isn't that a bit of 废话, right? It's not 废话. 废话 means excessive talking, no reason. It means that, right, the market itself is telling you what to look out for. So let me go live and you can see it for yourself, okay? And that's why you guys must prepare for to Monday onwards. Okay, let me bring to you now KFC. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, moment. I don't know where I keep it. One thing about this thing is that you cannot identify your charts. Okay, here we go. Okay, my KFC is right here. Okay, let me just show you to you gently. Okay, look at your chart right now. Okay, so what I believe is that the market go in cyclical pattern, and you notice that. Okay, I'll show you the yellow bar first. You notice that, right? Every certain period, okay, I did a computation of forward and back testing. You notice that almost every time the market, this particular set of number can predict a potential turning point. Okay, potential turning point. So give you an example. Let me just show you this. Okay, you just see for yourself. Okay, all right. So what it did is that the date will be there, and then after that, right, we'll use the high of the day as a very important technical level. If the market stays above the line, the market will generally go up. But if the market stays below the line, then there will be some selling. Okay, so you got an idea now? Okay, let's move forward a little bit. And you can see that when the next turning point comes in, or flip cycle comes in, all right, same thing again, you have the line. As long as the market stays below it, the selling is there. Can you see that? Okay, so we fast forward to now. All right, recently, you can see the flip cycle is this way. The line is drawn. And the market initially went below, but once it started to stabilize above the line, wow, the Dow Jones go up. Then after that, you realize that it began to hover along the line. And then when it really found space and look at the BNB, oh my goodness, that was where the Dow went crazy. And of course, whoa, it went up all the way. So of course, then during the pandemic, it predicted the pandemic turning point. Oh my goodness, that's why I say that it's really incredible. And look at it, it stayed below the line, and then the right spot 5 days later, the market crashed down. Oh my God. So now the thing is this, moving now forward, okay, remember the period are all identical number of days, okay? It's not that we draw it purposely one, it's really like cyclical pattern on its own, okay? And now what is crazy is the last time when this happened was 15 October. Really, it happened again, seriously, and then the market goes up. So you see, even after pandemic, it still works, right? Now, days and time go very fast, and we are now today. 21st of June will be the technical day. Yes, that means that Monday morning, Monday itself will be the technical day. All right, Monday itself. So I'm not too sure what to do with it. So the thing is this, well, we have two prong. We have one prong, number one, that the Dow Jones maybe will do this. Maybe the Dow Jones will come down a bit more. Then after that, chonga, new all-time high. Okay, it is possible. It is possible. But if not, it may also sell off. Okay, so there's two possible thing that may happen, but the key point will be the high of the day. So by Monday itself, when the market closes, the high of the day will become a very important KFC point, okay? So Monday. And of course, I think that maybe Zachary, if you're here, okay, you did ask me how about the Indian boy thingy, right? I think the Indian boy just came out a new video. So apparently the date she mentioned, my hair all jumped already. Okay, so we're gonna watch the video yourself. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you because I don't bring any more such stuff in. Later again, I get people complaining. Go and do your own research. Okay, so this is the KFC, right, for Dow Jones, and that's 21st of June, Monday itself. So how about gold? Don't worry, coming up. Here we go. All right. Now gold next KFC is very far away. It's 30th of July, so still very far away. Okay. And of course, but the thing is this, we are actually very nearby. Let me, there's a lot of lines here. Let me just construct it back. Hold on. I try to give you a cleaner chart to look at it. Okay, this is my Dow chart, the long-term chart, right? I told you about my triangle. It already broke. That's why I'm a seller and seemingly working nicely. Okay, let me just now bring gold in. Now, okay, gold we have, right, the very important level. Okay, now gold, the 1744, right? This is the level. Remember this? This is the last time. You can see on your chart right now, on your screen, take a look. This is the last time we saw a KFC point. And if you move your mouse towards that day, the high is 1744. Okay, the high is 1744. All right, 1744 is here. And you see the amazing part is that the day when gold crossed 1744, right, straight away the gold shoot up all the way. That's why we were so bullish on gold for the longest of time. But now the BNB has came out, right? I told you before, the BNB is a very powerful indication that gold will be coming down soon. Remember that? I covered one of the series. I said that, right? Every time when gold come down, there will be a BNB. Remember? Okay, I mean, you can't remember. I bring you into history. Can you see it right now? See, this guy is a BNB, right? This guy is a BNB. This guy is a BNB. See that? Scary, right? Don't you find it very scary that these are all the BNB that we see and every time gold really come off? All right. So it was no secret that, you know, recently when the gold came down, we can see that the BNB was already there. Don't you find it very scary? Okay. So now, if you look at it, where is 1844? We are just around here. So which means that, right, gold, most likely, if it comes down, the 1844 must hold. 1744 has to hold. If gold goes below 1744, then there will be more selling. And the number that we talked about earlier is 16, what's the number we talked about just now? 1688, correct. Okay, so 1744 is a KFC level, and that level must stay. If not itself, right, it may really go down to 1688 level. Okay, so guys, with the KSI all red, and we do see this. This is kind of scary. Okay, now 1688 is somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here. So the last time the gold came down, right, it was here about 1670. So if this time gold really come down 1688, it's still overall still okay, right? But if once it's done deal, all right, then if it holds water, who knows that it's the bottom and gold may be all the way going up, right? So the next KFC point for gold is still quite a distance. It's on the 30th of July, so still quite far away. And since you're staying back for me, I will just do two more because KFC can only do 4 markets because that is the maximum I did for research. Now for NASDAQ, it's July the 14th. Wow, July 14th, what day is that? Anyone can tell me? Nothing, not much day. All right, it's not 4th of July, not Independence Day. All right, but 14th of July, that is the day. Now look at this is how the NASDAQ works. You see, The NASDAQ basically lost its KFC, and that's why the NASDAQ fell. Then it began to stabilize later on in this April month. But look at it, the daily accuracy of this. The moment it couldn't cross, it came down. Then recently, it tried to go past it, and when it go above it, that is where the NASDAQ went up. And now it's trying to stay above the line. So if the NASDAQ want to come down, it must go and lose this line, then it can come down. If not, NASDAQ is still good to go up. Okay, so you see a very interesting line. And the last one is Hang Seng. Hang Seng also very near June the 25th. Now Hang Seng, June 25th would be the KFC day. All right, now Hang Seng, let me show you the chart overall. You see the KFC point, very powerful. So the KFC was here. Initially it was below, so it was selling. But then you see this, when it crossed the line here itself with the KSI green in color, woohoo, look at Hang Seng, really went through the roof, all right? So now at the moment, the next date will be on the 25th of June. We won't know what will happen. I'll update you along the way. So guys, really, Wednesday, okay? Okay, so stand by for it, guys. This is going to be incredible. 25th of June is a Wednesday, right? So watch out, okay? We could make a lot of money once again from the market. So don't you find all the system of mine is really incredible? It can be shown and can be forward, and you can see that. Really quite cool, right? All right, so that will be all for today. Thank you for staying on for me. I really appreciate that. All 49 of you, congratulations. Thank you. I hope you're going to make money. Today got no MAO afternoon. I take a break. I'm very, very tired. Prepare for tomorrow, guys. So I see you guys. Wait for Susan, 3 p.m. She will go live and support her, okay? All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great day. This is Cal signing off. Tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Cheers. Chonga! Put a lot of love for me. Yay! Lots of love.